Seriously? So, I get that people are kind of pissed off about the women's Eliminator tournament in AEW. They feel like if you are trying to respect women's wrestling and you are trying to take it over to the next level, then why would you not put it on television? I think there's probably multiple factors to it. I think the fact that they're doing a Japanese and an American version of it, and the fact that you cannot put the Japanese show, the Japanese part of the tournament, on television is because there's no way that the actual quality, because of the cameras, because of the equipment that they're using, is going to be equivalent. So how can you put all of the Japanese side of wrestling onto YouTube and then put all of the English American side on the television show? But then at the same time, I'm like, what's wrong with that? So I go back and forth about it. I do think that AEW should really make an attempt to push their women's division in a stronger way. But I also think that it's a television show and it's about what is fair for every competitor, rather whether if they're a male or a female wrestler. So I go back and forth about it. Either way, we are about to watch the final United States bracket of the women's elimination tournament. I am going to be watching, or we together are going to be watching, Nyla Rose versus Thunder Rosa. Now, I am such a big fan of Thunder Rosa. I think I really got acquainted with her when she was in NWA, probably specifically on NWA Power, and I really loved her right away. Nyla Rose is also a very dope, unique wrestler in her own right, and I'm excited to see where this goes. So together, let's watch the United States final bracket. I'm very excited. This is because the Silent P said so. Thank you.
Because the Silent P said so.
Genuinely so excited for this. In a sense, I think both of them deserve it. I love Thunder Rosa's music. I love that it's extremely kind of hardcore, kind of like a deathcore. She comes out with the Mexican American flag of unity, down to her face paint. I mean, I don't know why she has on Nuggets? Golden State, right? Golden State. There you go, Taz. Thank you for holding me down. I guess she's from Cali, right? But such a huge fan of Thunder Rosa. I might have a crush on her after all of this. But Nyla Rose also, such a strong start to her AEW career. And then she kind of fell off. I don't think the Vicky Guerrero thing works so well. So I do love this because I want to see Thunder Rosa win. I want to see the best for Thunder Rosa. But I also think that Nyla needs kind of like a resurgence. They need to bring back the native beast and give her everything that she deserves. Yes, I'm getting notifications. I also think it's interesting that Nyla didn't come out with Vicky Guerrero. It's showing you this is fight time. Oh, I'm so excited. Look at it. I even love how Thunder Rosa runs around the ring. She always feels like she is a true soldier, warrior about to get into a fight. She doesn't feel like a professional wrestler. That's what's cool about it. And the fact is that she does have an MMA career, so she knows what it's like to be in an actual big MMA fight. So something cool about that. I really like it. I'm so excited. You see, Thunder. Thunder. Look at Mike Camarado. Oh my God, the Gun Club must be a lot to deal with on a regular basis. Look at Ricky Starks. Look at Ricky Starks in the audience. Look at in it. Look it, in it. Start slow. I love it. I love it. What? Let's get this build up in. I love Thunder Rosa's. I love her outfit.
Whoever is victorious here tonight will have one more match in the women's eliminator tournament. It'll be the overall final. Right. Thunder Rosa, smart strategy right there. We can't let the ground kicks. Yeah, shot it. The leg of Thunder Rosa, or excuse me, the leg of Nyla Rose. Really
Also, I want to give Excalibur his credit because he has done an amazing job, not only in Dynamite in general, but hosting this women's eliminated tournament, women eliminator tournament, nearly by himself. But I do love that they brought Taz in as well, because Taz is actually probably my favorite color commentator in the game right now. It just makes me laugh. It makes me giggle. I enjoy listening to him speak to Excalibur because I feel like they're my friends. That's what you want from wrestling. You want to feel like they're your friends. I love the studs over Nyla's eyebrows as well. See, that's the thing about professional wrestling. Yes, it's about the fight. It's about the art of what goes on in the ring. But the art that goes on in the ring is really two people that are relying on each other and depending on each other to put on a good show. So the part of the ring is actually the most like uniformed, trained part of this, obviously. And it's about one person trying to make the other person look good, the other person trying to make the other person look good. So it's really about camaraderie. But the rest of professional wrestling is what you put into your character and what you put into yourself. So professional wrestling is music, it's art, it's fashion, it's athletics, it's sports, it's everything all in one. And that's why I'm such a big fan of it. What happens to the body is not only a physical thing, but it's a storyline thing. And I love that. I love that about it. For real. Real shit. It turns me into like a nerd, like into like a little kid.
The size advantage of Nyla Rose trying to keep this contest on the map. I mean, that's probably the best strategy that Thunder Rosa can employ. She's not going to really be able to match Nyla move for move. No, that's going to be super difficult.
Also, shout out to my grandfather, Burp.
I actually like the pacing that Rosa has. She's not, rushing into it. Yeah, she did. She kind of did rush in. She rushed out as well for a second. Yeah, I think she was looking to seize on an opportunity. See Nyla work out the case. Thunder Rosa might have tweaked her back. Knocked up that leg, man. That back wasn't tweaked before.
Look at that. I love everybody in the audience. Oh, look at that. Layla and Maddie right next to each other. You got the heel side, you got the baby face side. Oh, I just love. Yo, All Elite Wrestling was such a great thing to happen to all of us wrestling fans. Unless you're a WWE mark and you don't accept anything else that doesn't come from WWE. You and I are not alike. When I was a kid, I was a WCW fan myself. And it's interesting because as I got back into wrestling, once WCW was gone, all of wrestling was basically WWE. So when I thought about wrestling, once I stopped watching it, my idea was always WWE. I knew I liked WCW, but it wasn't until I started watching WWE again that I realized how much I didn't like WWE back then, and I was such a WCW guy. Even over Degeneration X, I was a Filthy Animals. Well, I loved watching Billy Kidman and all of the cruiserweights. So those were my favorite wrestlers when I was a kid. So having an alternative is always great for me. When WCW died, I think I ultimately had to make the turn to WWE, which is cool. But now got AEW, got WWE, and obviously I've expanded into New Japan and all of that stuff, and all of the indies. It's exciting. Either way, I love how they're starting this match really slow. You know, give us like Thunder Rosa wouldn't exactly be a heavyweight, but give us a nice heavyweight feel match, and I think these two are great for that.
It hurts. Now imagine you have a human being laying on top of you, trying with all their might to the pain of the mask. They need a beast still trying to beat you. You know what I mean? Thunder Rosa sent into the corner. Oh! Nyla went for the spear. He's a Brooklyn and spilled to the outside. Thunder Rosa, easy, very unsteady on those feet tabs. Can't follow up. No, you're right. She can't follow up on the opportunity that she has. She moves out of the way.
Look at her putting on for Nyla.
What a big loving strike by Nyla Rose.
But even look at Nyla's face and expressions putting on for Thunder. Oh, such a great even exchange.
First, Nyla went to that top turnbuckle pad. Well, that's a very thin layer of padding over that steel turnbuckle. Yeah, and that's where those ropes meet, those cables meet. It's ultra tight there. So that's a tough way to head to land. Nyla on the outside. Getting up to her feet. Thunder Rosa. Oh! And there was no painting, of course, with Thunder Rosa's face at that turnbuckle to stop the rib paper. Oh, wait, Nyla, she might have got hurt here. Referee Paul Turner might have got hurt. Paul Turner checking on Thunder Rosa. Good job by the official making sure. Yeah. Or excuse me, Paul Turner checking on Nyla Rose. Nyla might have gotten rattled. When her head.
Thunder.
Getting Rosa back in the ring. And Paul Turner.
Got that gelato back.
About to start the 10 count here. Nyla very slow to get up their feet. Great job by Turner to.
I love that this is such a slow, heavy-hitting match. It's not what I was expecting. But I'm sure it's going to pick up too, which is going to be even better.
I think that works. I like that strategy. There's nothing wrong with doing some old school playing possum, right? It's been done for years. It works. Possum's been doing it forever. Nyla Rose with the cover here. No. I think that's exactly what Nyla is.
Get him, Ricky. I'm such a big Ricky Starks fan too. Since NWA as well. I'm sure. I don't know what his relationship is with Thunder Rosa, but I'm sure they're both happy to have landed in another place after the pandemic really shut NWA down. Not indefinitely, but for the time being. I'm very excited to find out what news we're going to be hearing about NWA in the next week or two, as they're saying. I know that they started a brand new show. I don't even know the name of what the new show was. And I know there was like 4 or 5 episodes of it. And when I went to go catch up on them was when I saw that all of the NWA stuff, content was taken off of the YouTube page. So I'm curious because I was actually excited to catch up and excited to see how they were using their people. So many great people have come through NWA. Like just the aside from the long lineage, but just in the recent years, you know. Allison K's. Rest in peace, question mark. Sad.
Rough landing. Rosa can capitalize on that spill right there off the top of the ropes. By Nyla, that'd be a good opportunity for him. Paul Turner giving a 10 count to both competitors. This match would have ended in the draw. The winner of the Japanese bracket would be the overall winner. Neither woman wants to see that happen. Absolutely. And let's see both ladies to a vertical.
Let's go.
Right now. Oh, Thunder Rosa, big clothesline.
Let's pick it up.
She's not done, dude. She's not done. Thunder Rosa, double knee to the chest.
You think she's making those? Oh, I was about to say I thought they were socks, but they're not socks. They're ankle guards.
Might be done. Tell you what, it might be on the way to being done, I should say, for Nyla Rose. Be careful here, Rosa. Be careful. Don't take too big of a risk. Thunder Rosa.
I also love watching Stone Cold watch matches. I saw the Broken Skull Edition podcast the other day with Sasha Banks. I actually think I only watched half of it. But watching Stone Cold review a match and talk about it with his legendary insight. Oh, the back. Thunder's great. She's great.
Right on that top rope, you know what's about to happen, dude. We've seen Nyla Rose drop the hammer before. Can she get up there?
She can't. Oh, they both can't do the offense that they need to do. Oh, I love it. Oh, what a good story. She can't hop up the way she normally does. But Thunder Rosa's not playing possum. She really can't move either. Lovely. Lovely. Wow, so the Japanese competitors have had I guess we don't know when they filmed the Eliminators tournament, so we don't know how long in between then and them having to come to the United States to quarantine. Ryzen looks great with the with the hoodie on. People talk crap about AEW Dark, but it has genuinely made me build a character and build a relationship. Oh, great. With all of these wrestlers that I would have never heard of and never knew anything about. It's close. Ooh. Great fucking job, Nyla. I was so close.
She has the heart of the champion. She is not out of this fight yet. Thunder Rosa up to the top rope. I'm just sitting right here.
Wow. I did not expect that. And it was a heavy duty, hardcore match the whole way. I did not expect Nyla to win that way, but I really do like the ending. Like, Thunder Rosa has all of this fire. She has people like me who are so passionate about her, and they use that to elevate Nyla against Rio, which will be another type of women's heavyweight match. Oh, I loved it. That was great. I did not expect that. See, that's the good thing about wrestling. Not everything's going to be crazy pops, crazies. Just give me a good match and a good storyline that takes me by surprise. Oh, I'm extremely excited for AEW Dynamite. I am extremely excited for AEW Revolution. Thank you for tuning in to Because the Silent P Said So, this watch along we did for the AEW Women's Eliminator Tournament. I got that down. Make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment. Tell me what you thought about the match. Tell me what you thought about Thunder Rosa. Do you have the same strong feelings about her that I do? Hope you have a good week. Follow on Instagram, everywhere else. I'm Tyler Switchdown. That P is silent. Enjoy.
Because the Silent P said so.